Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your dose of zombies news from the game and community here on COD Zombies HQ. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We've got an awesome show for you, so let's kick things right off with our first story of the day. This one's coming from the COD WW2 subreddit by ZombieKiller27, where he made a post entitled WTF, I didn't know zombies had an HQ. And the video he shows is really interesting. He's trying to boot into the zombies menu on Xbox One. He tries to boot in, gets an error message, and then the game puts him into headquarters. But it obviously isn't the multiplayer headquarters. This is something different. Obviously, it seems like this area is just a large plane with the FX symbol kind of floating around in the middle. He can look around, he can move around, but only for a little while. This is really interesting because it might be proof that at some point Sledgehammer was working on a dedicated zombies headquarters area. And this is basically the test map where they tried to do that and they just decided early in development it wasn't going to work. I'm not sure why it booted the player into this area. Obviously, the connecting to the servers and the total cluster that's been over the last days have had something to do with this, but we actually have a little bit more info on this topic. It is possible that the map the game booted him into might be this error map that we've been seeing around the zombies menus for the last week or so. It's called MP Hub Allies, which seems to match the name of the headquarters in the multiplayer mode, but we don't know if this glitched hub or headquarters map is the one that this player booted into. But if you guys ever see this in your game, MP_hub_allies, definitely send me a pic over on Twitter and try to start up the game, see if it'll work. I'd love to find out and see where it takes you. If it's the map the player showed, if you can even start the game with MP Hub Allies, it's really cool to see. Now, continuing on the topic of headquarters for a second, there is a small dedicated zombies area of the multiplayer headquarters. You go in there, you just press a button, it takes you to the zombies menus. But people have been looking around this area for any kind of interesting clues that might have to do with specific Easter eggs, either in the headquarters, just in terms of the lore, or the map itself. We do see these two pictures plastered on the wall of mountains and a forest. If we move over to the other side of the wall, there's an Ace of Spades card kind of pinned into the wall. Moving forward on the desk in front, there's a small book about the Crusades and a bunch of little toy parts that's obviously meant to be a reference to the toy maker area of the Final Reich map, used to make the jack-in-the-boxes that are inside of the map as a usable equipment. Other than that, from what I can see, there isn't any other specific references or Easter eggs within this area, but hey, you never know, Sledgehammer could update this area sometime, or even there might be something we missed. And moving on to the second story of the day, there's been some weird things happening since the release of COD WW2, especially in multiplayer, but it has an effect on zombies, and that is double XP. Double XP has officially gone live this weekend on the consoles. PC still hasn't gotten it for no apparent reason. Apparently news is coming soon, as you guys can see here. Hopefully they release that PC patch soon, but it didn't seem like we were leveling any faster in zombies, and I'm not sure about you guys, but it felt like zombies leveling in COD WW2 is extremely slow, especially compared to multiplayer. Well, we might have got an answer as to why that is. Michael Condrey, one of the studio heads at Sledgehammer, posted this response over on Reddit, where he said, "We launched the game with 2x XP active unintentionally. Everyone was getting double XP since the game's release, and up until we made the playlist change late Thursday night, which effectively launched 3x XP in COD multiplayer. As far as I know, we haven't seen the benefits of that in zombies, but if you've been playing multiplayer on the consoles, you have. So that helps explain why the progression is so slow in zombies and so quick in multiplayer." He goes on to say, "Come Monday, when we turn off the XP bonus, it will effectively revert to what it should have been at launch, aka 1 times XP, just regular XP. Your multiplayer progression is going to slow down to basically the zombies level, and then they can start complaining that their progression system is too low, like we have been for the past week. Anyways guys, that wraps up the news today. I want to thank you very much for watching. Be sure to smash that thumbs up button down below if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you with another Zombies news update tomorrow. Peace out.